welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. Tonight we're going to make a really simple fused ruffle wreath. I know you've made ruffled wreaths before, but tonight we're going to fuse two pieces together. I'm going to show you how to simply put it on the wreath frame. It's so easy to do. You're going to be wanting to do this a lot, but we're going to make a dog wreath because we have a new puppy in our life. She's not with us yet. She'll be with us in February 2023 because she's being weaned, but she is Miss Gracie Rose, and they are called the teddy bear dog, and she's half Shih Tzu and half Bichon Frise, and she is adorable. So let's make Miss Gracie a wreath. Welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. So we're in the new studio, and okay guys, if you watched my social media at all during Christmas, you will have known that we are getting a puppy. Now, this said puppy will not be in our home until February because she's just too little right now. But I was able to go to Dallas last week, and I got to go to the Wreath Shop's warehouse, and Sarah showed me around. I was so impressed. They have so many wreath supplies, guys. So if you need some wreath supplies, use my link in the description box. Go over there. I will have all of these items with their own links, but go to the Wreath Shop. They have so much good stuff. But you know we're getting a dog, and her name is Gracie, and I'm sure I'll show her picture in somewhere in this video if I haven't already showed it to you. But we're going to make a dog wreath. I've never made a puppy wreath, so we're going to do one. I love the sign, dogs welcome, people tolerated. Yes, thank you very much. And then we are going to, I have 4 rolls of this mesh all together, and we are going to fuse it together. I'm going to show you how to ruffle it in a really simple way. We're going to add some ribbon, and of course we're using pink because we have a girl. It's a girl. And then I've got some really cute little puppy paws, but stay tuned because I'm going to tell you what my nephew's trying to get me to do with this dog, and I need your opinion. So we'll talk about it in a little bit. So let's get started. Okay, so one of the first things we're going to do is we are going to cut our mesh, all right? And so as you can see all the lights in the ceiling on my glass cutting board, my very dirty glass cutting board. But listen, all of my supplies come from Amazon, and you can get those in the description box below and go find out what my craft making must-haves are. So what we're going to do is we have these 2 pieces of mesh. I've already got them on top of each other. You can do, number one, you can do any color you want. You don't have to do these colors, but I'm doing the black and white thing because our Gracie is black and white. So we're keeping with the black and white theme today. So I had already started the fuse method. And if you've never seen my fuse method, I will leave the playlist down below. But basically it allows us to cut the mesh and it fuses it together. Now, like right here, it just came undone, but that's okay. It doesn't like permanently fuse it, but it does fuse it. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut out 36 inch to 38 inch pieces. Okay. So I'm going to bring it out here. So this is about where I want to cut it right here. I'm going to take my wood burner, bring it over here. Okay, this is what I use. It has a chisel tip, as you can see. And then I'm just going to lay each piece of mesh on top of each other, and we're just going to cut it. So if it's a little bit more than 36 inches, I'm not worried about it, okay? So basically what we're going to need is, I believe, 12 pieces of this. So we might need to get into that second roll for each color, but just know, we'll know at the very end of this video, and I'll be able to tell you. So cut all your mesh, and then we'll get started. Okay, as you can see, I already have 1 piece in. I wanted to kind of test it out, and I only have one of these wreath forms. What's funny is that I went to the warehouse, and we literally, she gave me all the supplies for this, and I barely got it into my suitcase. And I kept going back and forth and saying, Sarah, I think I have one of these wreath forms. And am I so glad that I brought one home, because I did not have one. So basically what we did was we are going to take the 16 inch, I believe it's 16 inch. Oh, yeah, it's a little over 16 inch actually, but we're going to take this wreath form. We're going to take one of our pieces of mesh. I'm going to take this one's a pretty curly. All right. So you take your piece, right, and the curl side up. All right. We've got it fused together. And what we're going to do here is, you know what, I'm going to start it on this section here so you can see it a little bit better. and it's really easy, okay? I've showed you how to do this before with mesh, but I only use one piece at a time. So we're gonna bring it up like so, all right? I'm gonna take a zip tie, and you can take smaller zip ties, but I'm just gonna use this one because it's right here. And I'm just going to zip tie it. You could take a little pipe cleaner, a little piece of pipe cleaner if you want, but I'm gonna take a little one here, and I'm gonna just cut that off. And then all you're gonna do, oops, you're gonna get both edges here, all right? You ready? And you're just going to keep pulling it through. Pull it up. And I'm gonna just kind of scoot it down as I go. So it's important to notice that I started at the top of the wreath, or the inside of the wreath, really. Pulling it through. Okay. There we go. And I'm pulling it. Now, having it together kind of helps it go through. But I really like this border mesh just because it gives a little bit more detail, and I just like the look of the stripes. So what you could do is now go and do each of these. So if you look here, you go bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, okay? So I bring them up in between on either side of that bar 3, all right? So let me show you one more time. You can take it, okay? You're gonna bend it over and then bring it through, all right? Now, I would normally just do this and do this side, but for demonstration purposes, it's just a little bit easier if I show you this. And we're just gonna bring it up, and then we can add some zip ties if we want. You could do this with poly burlap too. So this is pretty simple. I hope you guys like this technique. I did this last year on, last year was 2022. In 2021, I did this on a nativity wreath, and that was a very, very popular wreath. So, all right, so you don't have to add a little zip tie there if you don't want to. It's gonna stay. Let me just kind of show you the back of it. So this is what the back of it's going to look like. So it looks, you know, there's some frays there, but I can just go through there and just cut those off. But you can see. So the next one we're going to do over here is we're going to do the one bar 2. So this is bar 2. I'm going to take another one. Now, if you want to do all kinds of different colors, by all means, go right ahead, okay? So I'm just going to show you this one real quick, and then you can just fill your wreath up. So I'm going to just bring it in over there. I'm going to do this one, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bring it up. All right. Once you have this top layer done, it is going to give you a little bit more issues, but it's totally doable. Just going to pull it, okay? More fullness without all the work of, you know, doing all those little ruffles. So you're just going to go through here and you're going to just kind of even it out. But I think you get the point. It looks ruffly. So I'm going to go through here. I'm going to finish each one of these. So bar 2 and bar 3, those are our main things. Come on each side of those, all right? So go around, finish them up, and then we'll get started on all the embellishments. Okay, so now that I've done the whole wreath, and let me tell you, it's fabulous. I will show you in a moment. We're gonna make some little miniature bow bundles, okay? And we're not gonna be, you know, matchy-matchy with all this. We are gonna take the little cute paw print ribbon, and you're gonna take about, 7 inches, and you're gonna just start. And then we're gonna do, I want to say I was doing about 7 inches. Let's see if that, yeah, that looks about right. Let me look here. Let's just do this. Yep. So we're going to take 7-inch loops, 7 to 8-inch loops. Okay. You're going to come back to the middle and you're going to twist, and you're going to measure about another 7 inches, and you're going to come back And you're going to twist because we need that correct print on the right side here. And you're going to gather, come back, and do it one more time. So we're going to do this 4 times, okay? Really simple, all right? Now, I'm going to just take one of these pipe cleaners. You know what? Yeah, let's just take one of these pipe cleaners. And I'm going to wrap it around the metal there, okay? Then I'm going to cut my end here about 7 inches, all right? Then I'm going to take, on this one we did the pink. Now let's do, you know what? Let's just do the pink. We're going to add this to our main bow. Let's do this again, and we're going to look here. We did about the same thing. So you're going to just do another 7 inches for a tail and 7 inches, come back. And this time we're only going to do 1 loop for each side, okay? Come back, and then you need a tail. So let's cut off our tail. It's probably a little long. I probably am using a little too much for the tail, so we don't need that much. You're going to take it, you're going to go over top of where you just added it. And if you want, you can use a zip tie, but I'm just going to take this pipe cleaner and I'm just going to now twist it, okay? So then all you're going to do is you're going to just play with your loops here a little bit. Make sure the right tails are headed in the right direction. See, that's the back. I'm going to go like this, and then I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to fold it over, and we are going to just dovetail. And I'm not doing it a certain way. I'm not like saying, oh, it's got to be this much or this, you know, less. But what I want to do is I want to put this together, and if my tails are a little bit longer, then I can, you know, clean them up and go back and make them shorter if I want. Like that one's really, really long. So I'm going to actually cut those a little bit more. So I would say more like 6 inches. All right, so you've got that. So basically these are going to just be little bow bundles we're going to put all over the wreath to kind of give a pop of color and to bring our little dog prints in. Okay, so now we're going to get our sign ready here. And I just took 2 of my white chenille stems, and I'm twisting them together because I want to make them longer. I don't really want to use wire, so we're just going to use some of these chenille stems. So, okay, so let me tell you, all right, guys, I told you to stay tuned. So my nephew is the one who has Gracie. His litter, he has puppies or dogs that had a second litter. And the mama and daddy are his puppies and are his dogs. I don't know why I say puppies, but there's a white one. And he's trying to talk me into not taking just Gracie, but 2 of them. So this is what I need you guys to do. I need the wisdom of my audience to tell me what I need to do. Seriously. I think this is like thick enough that you could put a staple through it, but I don't know where my stapler is right now. So there's that. So I'm going to take this, and I'm simply going to take my hot glue gun. So just put some glue down here, and then I'm going to put some glue here over top, and nobody's going to see this part. But what do I do, guys? Do I get 2? Because we have Madeline, who's 11, and Crosby, who is 9. He just turned 9. Do I get 2 dogs and we train them at the same? But is that going to be chaos? I know they would keep each other company, a brother and a sister. I don't know what to do. My brain says, Julie, no, it's not a good idea. Don't do it, Julie. Don't do it. My heart says, oh, but it would be so cute. I've never had 2 dogs. And yeah, I kind of need your advice. Do you have 2 dogs? Would you recommend getting 2 dogs at once? So I put some glue underneath and over top. So what I'm going to do is do 2 up here and 1 down here. So I just have some scrap felt here that I finally found. Christmas kind of slowed down the progress of the studio. We're in the studio. I'm filming in the studio, but everything's still a mess. The cabinets aren't in, and all the organization things that I need are not quite finished. So I don't have anything quite to show you but a mess, and I don't know where everything is yet. So, but we're at least we're working in it, right? So let me know down below in the comments. Julie, don't do it. Julie, do it. It's the best thing ever to have 2 dogs. Never in my life have I had 2 dogs. I've only ever had just one. These are little dogs. They are only going to be about 15 pounds, maybe 18. These 2 little ones are the smallest of the litter. So tell me what you think. I need your advice. Okay, so now we're going to make the bow. I'm putting you guys off. You're not going to see the final thing until we're ready to put it all together. We're going to make a really quick and easy bow here. I have, let's see, this is 26 gauge wire here. And I'm going to put it in between. This is my Pro Bow, the hand 4-in-1. And I really like this one. It's really fun to use, and it's super, super easy. So we're going to take our biggest ribbon here first. Again, all of this stuff, all the ribbon came from the Wreath Shop. I will have description links in the description box. So we're going to take it. We're going to do about 10 inches for the tail here. I'm going to gather it and twist, and we're going to just put it down. That's it. Then we're going to go over to the 6, and we are going to do a loop. I'm going to come back to the middle. This is why I love it. I will also have this one linked for you guys. This you can get over on Amazon. It is such, if you have Pro Bow the hand, you want to get this one too. It's so much fun. I sell a lot of these when I do Amazon lives. You guys love to see me make bows, and I make a lot of bows on Amazon Live. So if you haven't caught Amazon Live, I'll put links for that so you can go and you can see me make all. I have a bunch of bows over on the shelf over there. So we're going to do another one at 6 inches. And the reason why I want to do this way is because it just goes so much faster. So I like to twist mine before I put it down. I did not do a very good job of that one. So we're just going to do 3 loops on each side. That's going to make a nice big bow. Let's do one more. Did I do 6 inches? I feel like I'm doing more like, no, I did 6. Well, let's just, yeah, we did 6. Okay. Had to just check. One there. I'm going to do one more. And then we are just going to put this one down. And we are going to cut another 10 inches on this side and go like that. And we're done with that one. Okay. Oops, I cut that tail way too far. That's okay. So what you're going to do is I just like to kind of make my loops go out, do some of the work for you already. Then we're going to take the pink and we are just going to put it down here. Again, we're going to make a tail. And this one is going to be a little bit easier because we don't have like a wrong or right side. So we're going to go to the 5. Okay, so that's about right. And I can hear my little elephants. Can you guys hear my elephants? You probably can't. It's probably just me. My husband always tells me that. So, should we get 2 dogs or should we just stick with 1? I have a busy life. You guys know I have a busy life. I got to keep making content for you, right? So, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Let's do this 3 times. And then we'll do the stripe twice. So, we're going to do that. All right. I'm going to do a little one here. Going to gather it, and this one we are going to have to go like this. So now I'm going to go where the 4 is, which is about there. I'm going to gather it. It matches my nails. My whole wreath matches my nails today. Twist it, come back, find the 4 over here. Just move my ribbons out of the way. All right, he's about right there. And we'll just do this 2 more times. Oh, I love that stripe ribbon. It's really going to go really pretty with our stripe and our mesh. All right, I'm going to do that. We're going to cut it off. And that's how quick you can make a bow with one of these. It's so easy. I'm going to take my wire here. I just like to come up and crisscross them and go down, and then I'll just like twist it and go down, and then you just pull it up. Okay, Going to take my wire and I'm going to go back and going to twist. All right, so now our bow is made. We will fluff her when we put her on our wreath. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to do here. Here is the finished wreath, okay? Here it is. This is one of the things that I wanted to do with my studios. I wanted to be able to raise the camera up so you could see the full thing. And we've got most of it in here. So as you can see, this is really pretty. It turned out really nice. I did use 4 rolls. I still have about half of a roll left of the white and black. So if you bought 6 rolls of these and you wanted to make 2 wreaths, I think you could get 2 wreaths out of this. It's really kind of up to you. Or you could buy a smaller wreath frame and do a smaller wreath. So basically you're going to decide, okay, what's the top of my wreath and what's the bottom? I feel like this is going to be the bottom. And I'm going to take my sign here. We're going to place our sign first, and we're going to kind of place it at an angle. That's kind of the way I'm feeling. So I'm going to take it and I'm just going to attach it to the wreath frame here. And there's probably a lot of people that you follow, and everybody does things a little differently. You could use zip ties to put your wreath, your picture or your sign here on. You could do a number of things, but this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to find a spot in here to put this one down, and I'm going to just kind of have it at an angle. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking here. So at right here, I'm going to have to kind of go through a little bit of the mesh. This is probably where wire might have been a better idea for me, but too late now. We've already made the commitment. So I'm just going to get this, I'm going to work it through that mesh. All right, and then I'm going to tie that one down and then tie the other one down, okay? And then come right back and we'll put the rest of it on. Okay, so then we've got our sign on here. So now we are going to just simply put our bow. I haven't fluffed the bow up yet, but I'm going to take my wire. And what I'm thinking is, since I'm doing that at an angle, we're going to do it at like 11 o'clock up here. So again, this one has wire, so I'm just going to run this through. I'm going to find a spot. Here's a bracket here. We'll just use this bracket. That will be perfect to run it through. And let's see. The other one, you can even just wrap it around the whole wreath. And I'm just going to tighten that up. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to pull this so that it just goes right into that wreath. I want it to sit on top of this mesh. So you're going to take your wire and you can either cut it or you can just kind of stiff it through here. So I don't have any possibilities of any short things coming out and hurting a door. So you're just going to take it and you're going to, now this is really nice stiff ribbon here. I really like it. And you're going to cut your base or your ribbon ties here, your little, what do you call these? What are these called, guys? Your tails. I couldn't think of it. Very, very fitting since we're talking about a doggy here. Okay, so now we're going to take our little ribbons that we made, and I only made 5 of them because I was afraid I was going to run out of this ribbon, and I think I made the right choice because I didn't have a lot left. Yeah, I didn't have, I mean, I probably could have got another one out of it, but not 7. But it's really kind of up to you how many you make. So I'm going to put one down here, and I'm actually just going to connect it with this pipe cleaner that's on the sign. And then you're just going to find wherever you want to add one of your, I didn't cut those. Let me get one I cut. All right, I'm going to just start adding these, like one right here. I think I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think that's what we're going to do. So just add them wherever you can find a spot. You could even go like here. I'm just going to go through the mesh itself. I don't have to go through the actual frame. We can do it differently. I just kind of went through the mesh, and then I'm just going to twist it and we're going to place it in there. Again, I don't want that to sit too close down into the mesh. I want it to kind of stick out. So let's fix these. I don't know why I didn't do that. So we have our little paw. So what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of put them over here by our bow. You could put these wherever you want to put them, okay? But actually, let me get my wire cutters here. I'm going to take these wire cutters. I love these, Amazon, in my Amazon store. And I'm going to find where that wire is right there. And I'm just going to kind of stick it underneath and then bring it up. Might mess your bow up a little bit. You know what? Let's do this. Let's make a little hook for it already. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that works much better if you do it that way. So I'm going to just kind of stick them out there, and then I want to put one on the other side. We have 3 of these. They're just little picks, and I'm going to cut that one, and again, just make a little hook for it. Let's see here. Super cute. So you could add as many of these as you want. So cute. I love it. And it fits our Gracie wreath girl so good. Just seeing. And then should we add one more? We have one more spray. I'm thinking, what if we put it down here? Do it at the bottom. Again, do the same exact thing you just did. But this time I'm going to do it like this because we're going down. Find the hook. There we go. I think it's super cute. But listen, if you made it this far, every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a video here on YouTube, and I want you to be a part of that. And it's 2023, and it's a new year, and we're going to get our craft on this year. We're going to have fun, learn new things, learn new techniques with this new studio that we have built here. And I just can't wait to show you all the different things and the organization, and we're going to try some new crafting this year. But if you made it this far, please, number 1, tell me if I should get 1 or just 2, or should I just get 1? Give me the pros and cons. Explain to me why, if I'm just losing my mind here. Is this just emotion? But the other thing is, leave a little puppy dog in our comments. And so we'll see you next week. Again, go to the Wreath Shop, get all the supplies, and make yourself a beautiful little dog wreath. Even if you don't want to make a dog wreath, they have so many other signs and so many other embellishments. Maybe you want to make a fishing wreath or an Easter wreath or a Valentine's wreath. You could do the same technique with so many other things that they have at the Wreath Shop. Here's the base. You go and make it. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.